I'm Eileen Crane. I'm the chief bubblehead at Domaine Carneros. So I have to tell you, when I came in today, everybody said I looked like an Easter bunny in my lavender or purple. And what I want to know, and if you've got the answer, who determined the Easter bunny's favorite color was purple? If you have the answer to that, please let me know. But we'll get on to Dosage next. And why does sparkling wine, fine sparkling wines, champagnes, why do they have dosage? This doesn't happen to other wines, but there's a real reason. Sparkling wines are picked early, so there's more acid in the wine, and therefore the wines are sharper. So what's happened over time is they figured out that by adding sugar, you could mitigate the acidity in sparkling wines or in champagne. When I started in the world of sparkling wine 42 years ago, yes, I did start when I was 8. The fashion was in California for the better houses about 11 or 12 grams per liter. And if you think about that, that's about 3 teaspoons of sugar or 1 tablespoon of sugar. That's the level of sweetness that the California better houses, good houses of sparkling method champenoise, were using back then. Actually, the French champagnes were quite a bit sweeter, more about 14, 15, or 16 grams of sugar. But over the last many years, several decades, the palate for sweetness has declined in wine. And so the sparkling houses, the good ones, as well as the champagne houses, now generally dosage at 8 grams per liter. And if you assume there's just 2% that's already in the wine already because it was grapes and didn't ferment completely clean, there's only about 6 grams of sugar in a whole bottle, and probably less when you consider if you take out the natural sugars already in the wine. So that sometimes people say to me, aren't sparkling wines sweet? Aren't they higher calories because of that sugar? Well, there are Rieslings and Gewürztraminers and other wines, sometimes Chardonnay, that have great sugar added to them, or naturally they've stopped fermentation. And almost all wines have 1% or 2% sugar that it didn't ferment out completely. So in the world of sparkling wine, we had gone to about 8% in general. And Domaine Carneros, our classic Brut, is about 8 grams per liter. And again, and a liter is more than a bottle. So a bottle's only 2/3 the amount of sugar there would be in a liter. So it's only actually about 6 grams, which is tiny. Think about it as a teaspoon and a half. And that's in a whole bottle. If you share the bottle, we get 3 grams. That's less than a teaspoon of sugar. So I was a nutritionist before I was a sparkling winemaker. I bet you didn't know that. I had a master's degree and actually taught for a university for a while. So this is the classic, our estate Brut, and that's the new lower historic dosage level. And this is the level that most people find enjoyable. Some people have come to us and say, we want it even drier. We said, yes, we can do that, and we do. And we have an Ultra Brut. The Ultra Brut is about 4 grams as opposed to the per bottle, or 3 in a bottle, 3 grams in a bottle. And so it's much drier. So there's far less, about half as much sugar as there is in the Brut estate. So there was also another backlash, and that backlash was people thought, no, this is way too dry. We like having a little bit of sugar in our sparkling wines. It rounds it out for us. Sometimes people would say, no, that's fine wine shouldn't have more sugar in it. Well, it's your palate. and those people in Sauternes have made a living for a long time on sweeter wines. So we increased the amount of dosage in our Vermeil, and the Vermeil is not quite a demi-sec. It's a little bit under that classic marker demi-sec, but it's close. And when we released it, a number of the people in the visitor center said, "Oh, it's just too sweet." So the next time I did a tasting with the demi-sec, I also put pieces of pound cake on the table and said, when you taste the demi-sec, or before you taste it, have a little taste of a pound cake and then enjoy the Vermeil. And all of a sudden there were these looks like, oh, now we get it. And the Vermeil to me is the perfect wine to have at the end of a summer meal. You don't want a heavy dessert on a summer meal. You might have roasted some peaches, but you want something to go with it. A little bit sweet fruit dish, and then you have a lightly sweet Vermeil, and it's about as perfect a combination as you can get. So, which one are you? I will tell you, I'm happy all three ways with Dosage. What I drink most often is the Estate Brut. When I'm with oysters, the Ultra Brut is my choice for that. But just if you need a little something at the end of a dinner, a little something sweet, with or without a little dessert, the Vermeil is the perfect ending of a meal. So don't be hesitant to try all three of them and let us know not only the answer to the Bunny's favorite color, but also your preference of the wines, or if you find them all delicious in different uses. Have a very good week. Bye-bye.